Hi everyone, welcome back. In the last lecture, we successfully inserted data into our students table using Python and MySQL. Now in this lecture, we are going to fetch data from that table and display it right inside our Python console. This is one of the most common operations you will perform in real-world projects, reading data from a database. Let's get started. In PyCharm, right-click on the MySQL folder, click on New, then select Python file. Let's give it a name, fetch_student_records. Perfect. At the top of the file, type the following: import mysql.connector. From mysql.connector, import error code. Just like before. These lines let us connect to MySQL and gracefully handle any errors. Let's now write the connection code. Type connection equals mysql.connector.connect, open parenthesis, inside the parenthesis pass these parameters: host equals within quotes localhost, user equals within quotes root, password equals within quotes your password, database equals within quotes student_management dot. This will open a connection to our database. Type cursor equals connection dot cursor. This allows us to execute SQL queries from Python. Let's write a query that fetches all student details from the table. We want to retrieve student ID, student name, student email, and age. Let's define select _all_query equals triple quotes, select student_ID, student_name, student_email, age from students triple quotes. Now let's execute the query. Type cursor dot execute, open parenthesis, select _all_query. Let's now fetch all the rows. Results equals cursor dot call the method fetch all. Now print the results using a loop. For keyword followed by variable row in keyword and then results colon. Next print within parenthesis row. You will see a list of tuples, each tuple representing one student's record. Now let's say we only want to retrieve student names. We can write a simpler query. Type select _names_query equals triple quotes. Select student_name from students triple quotes. Then cursor dot execute within parenthesis, select _names_query. Fetch all again. Names equals cursor dot and call the fetch all method. And print them for keyword followed by variable name in keyword and then names colon. Within this block print within parenthesis name. This will display just the student names from the table. Now we'll wrap everything inside a try except finally block so that errors are handled properly and resources are closed. Try colon, indent the code, and paste everything we wrote above inside the try block. Then handle the exceptions, except followed by mysql dot connector dot and import the built-in class error and give alias as error and then colon. Inside this block we simply print within parenthesis f string error colon then error variable. And finally we clean up. Resources. We write finally block colon. If keyword followed by connection dot call the function is _connected. Then close the cursor and the connection. Cursor dot close. Connection dot close. This is good practice. Always release resources when you are done. This block runs no matter what happens, whether the code succeeds or fails. It's perfect for cleaning up resources like database connections. Now right click on the file and click Run. You can see the full records printed, each row from the table displayed one by one. Then after that you will see the student names printed, just one column. If there is any issue, the error block will show a clear message. Let's summarize what we did in this lecture. We connected to the MySQL database using Python. We used select queries to fetch both complete student records and single column data like student names. We used the fetchAll function to retrieve data and a simple for loop to print each row. This is how you read data from a MySQL table using Python. In the next lecture, we'll learn how to filter records using where clauses. For example, get students above a certain age or with a specific name.